Okay, everyone, welcome to today's demo. We try to play the basic setting about our Windows Server 2019 Data Center Edition. So the OS has been installed already. Let's try to do some basic setup. First thing to do is try to set the screen resolution. You can see our screen is pretty small here, right? Forgive me, I'm using the ultra wide monitor to capture this video. But don't worry, I will try to use the magnifier to zoom in if some space is not clear. So how to change the resolution? We can simply right click the mouse and choose display settings. And then resolution, we can change the resolution. Looks fine, but still not good. Do we have any other choice? Anyway, maybe we can have better resolution once we install the VMware tool. So, it's too. How about this one? Okay, this one we can see the bar, right? The taskbars here. So this is for the resolution, and then we try to get the better performance for our virtual machine in the VMware. In order to do that, I suggest you guys to install the VMware tool. How to install it? So this is the VMware Workstation Pro version 17, which is the latest version. Okay, which is the latest version. And the we can have the VMware tool in both Pro version and the player version. I mean the free version. So how to do that? For the Pro version, we go to the VM and we choose install VMware tools. If you're using player, you can click file and you will find manage. Okay, you can find manage like this. But on the player, it is under file. File, manage, and you will find out install the VMware tool. Same idea. Okay, so once we install that, is that there? Okay, it's loading. Okay, you can see there's a DVD drive here. I believe it is loaded already. Aha, here, right? VMware tool. Double click, we try to install it. How to check you have installed the VMware tool or not? Once you install, you will see the icon on the corner. So far it's empty, right? Only we have the USB controller here. So let's go to the installation. We just follow the default setting, okay? The typical installation. Press next and next. Hopefully we can get a better resolution after we have the tour. Aha, see? Now we can have the full screen. We must restart system. No problem, let's restart it. You can see the star logo is just like the Windows 10. Right? Even the page just like Windows 10. Our annoying old friend, server manager, always jump out. Let me check the resolution. Maybe we can get a better resolution this time. Yeah. Anyway, how about this one? No, that's not good. How about? It looks fine. This one looks fine. At least we can use it, right? And then the next step is try to change our computer name. By default, our virtual machine have the like sequence name, right? Very nonsense sequence. So I want you guys to change the computer name. Change the computer name same as your virtual machine name. You can see my virtual machine, WS 2019 machine number 1. I know it's pretty small here. Don't worry. Let me turn on the magnifier. Maybe I can turn on here. Use this one. No, only use this one. Magnifier. Now we zoom in. Change. Use the lens. Yes, don't use the full screen. Okay, wait 2 times of the screen. To change the computer name, we can go to the star icon, right click, we choose system. And then this is the computer name we have so far, right? And then to change it, sorry, it's not easy to see for me. Scroll down. Is that this one? No. System info. Aha, yes. So we can change the computer name here, right? You can see this computer name. We can type, click the change setting. Then over here, you can type the computer name here. Okay. For example, I try to change the computer name to the same name as the virtual machine name, WS 2019. So let's say we type it 2019 machine number 1. I press OK. And system says we should. Oh, it says not standard. Okay, I see. Must be my underscore. How about this one? I think it is working this time. Yes. So it asks us to restart the PC to apply this change. So to restart the PC, you can restart now. So let's log in. Magnifier. Okay, so go to our Windows Store, System, System name. Oh, I think I don't need to change anymore. It is already changed here, right? So the change has been applied. System device name. Sorry, computer device name has been updated. Very good. So the next step is we try to go to the other setting is to change our system's password. we have two ways to change it. The first way is we can change it from our server manager. We go to the tool, choose computer management. Let's take a look. So star icon, server manager, our old friend. It's still loading. Give it some time. Okay, it's done. So we choose tool. The second one, computer management. And then we go to user. This is our user, current user, administrator. We can right click, set password. And then we can type on a new password here. Okay, we can type down new password here. So based on the security strategy for the Windows Server, we should change the password regularly. Even you don't change it, it will ask you to change password later. This is the first way. The second way, we can change password from our CMD in our command line interface. Net user and the username space with the star, which we try to change a new password. Let's play it. So let me shut it down. So call out our CMD. I like to use the press and hold the Windows icon, the Windows key, and then press R. That stands for run. Okay, that stands for run. Once again, I press and hold the Windows key, and then I press R, okay, to call out this run window. Then here, I type down CMD. And in the CMD, I type the net user administrator and the space with a star. Then I can type down the new password for this user. Okay, I can type down new password for this user. Okay, so basically, so far I don't need to change it. Here's just a demo. And then we try to check our IP address for this virtual machine. Because in the future, we're gonna need more than one virtual machine work together in the same network. So we should assign the different IP address for them, make sure they're in the same group. How to check our IP address? If you're familiar with the Windows 10, you should be good with that, right? So on the right corner side, right click, check Open Network and Internet Settings. And then over here, you can find out the, sorry, it's blocked me. Where is it? Here, the network properties. So here you can see the IP address, right? The IP address over here. That's IPv4, that's IPv6. Okay, IPv4 and IPv6. So this is how to check the IP address of our virtual machine. And then how to check from our CMD window. Okay, from our CMD window. So let's go back. Don't shut down. So same idea, call out our CMD. And then we type the ipconfig. ipconfig. Then we can find out IP address. Okay, we can find out IP address. 441 44.128, right? 44.128. Is that same IP address we checked from here? Remember, that's a different IP address. Let me double check. Property. Where is it? Yes, 44128. Same idea. Okay, 44128. You may have a question. Hey, Lin Chen, why we have the \24 here? This \24 means like network portion for this IPv4 address, which means the first 24 segment. No, how to say? First 3 segments are network portion. Because in the IPv4 address, we separate our IP address into 4 segments, right? Each segment we have 8 bits, right? So 3 by 8, that is 24, okay? 24, which means until here, okay? Until this dot. Before that, that's network portion. After that, that's our host portion. So if they're in the same network portion, means they're in the same group, okay? Okay, so I will left the detail in the future class. So let's keep going. Oh, yes. And then we need to know how to change the IP address, right? Only know the IP address is not enough. We still need to know how to change it. To change our IP address, same idea, right click. And then I go to Network Sharing Center. And then Ethernet, right? This is our cable connection, right? And then I choose property. Oh, here we can also find the detail about IPv4 address. Okay, IPv4 address, right, over here. Close it. And then property. And we choose IPv4. Double click. Okay, then you can type down the IP address you want. I remember we are 44, right? So let's try to change. Okay, let's try to change. To see, can we make it? So here we put the property. And here we try to type it down. Let's make example. So DHCP and the DNS is 44.2. Okay. So let's say we are 128, right? So let's type it down. 2.168.44. Our original one is 128. Let's say 120. Okay. Let's say we change to 120 from 1 to 8, right? Default gateway, we can remain the same one. 44.2. So let's type it down. And DNS. Alternative, let's use the Google's one. Press OK. Okay, once again. Okay, so far there's no network access. Even you can find the icon. Oh, we already got the address. It's pretty fast. So let's refresh it. Okay. Property. You can see now the IPv4 address has been changed to 120, right? Which means we just changed our IP address for this virtual machine. Succeed. Okay. Let's shut it down. Close this. Keep going. And then, okay, I see. So this is we try to shut down the automatic start for our Windows Server Manager at logon. Okay, we try to shut our annoying friend down for each boot up. So we go to Server Manager. Every time we boot it up, our server manager always jump out, right? So if you have enough resource for the virtual machine, for example, enough memory and computing power, it may take a couple seconds. But if you don't have enough memory for the virtual machine, it may take a long while for loading the server manager. So to shut it down, okay, we don't want it turned on automatically and turn on. We go to server manager properties. And then here, over here, do not start the server manager automatically at logon. Once we click that, press OK. Let's try to restart it. Okay, to restart, let me teach you a trick. We can use the CMD to restart the PC. Okay, so here we type shutdown. R means restart, and we give a timer. Okay, the timer will give you when to shut it down or restart the PC. We count at 0 seconds, which means we try to restart the PC right now. Okay, so let's log in. Okay, you can see our annoying friend is not coming anymore, right? Keep going. To shut down the PC, I see. So we have two options to shut down. Counting the last one I just mentioned to you, I believe we have three options, right? So the first option is just like a Windows 10, click Start and click Power Cable and please press Shutdown. Okay, here you can see the description about the shutdown. Okay, normally just the other unplanned shutdown. Okay, and press Continue, the system will be shut down. Another way is on our workstation. Okay, you can press shut down the guest. This is different. If you have your virtual machine VMware tour, which is this one. Oh, maybe I didn't turn on the magnifier. Magnifier come out over here. See, we have VMware tour. If you don't have the VMware tour installed, the shutdown key, okay, the shutdown key here is kind of like you just unplug the power cable for your machine. You may lose the unsaved file or the data. Okay, but if you have the VMware tool installed here, they will go through the regular shutdown process. Let me show you. Okay, if I press shutdown guest here, you can see it's like all the shutting down process as the regular. Okay, as the regular. Okay, once again, let me log in. Let's keep going here. To edit the start page, this can help you to put some useful tool in the start page to save the time to find them out. So let's log in first. And as always, magnifier. Windows Star icon. You can see these are some regular tool we have. You can put more if you want. You can see this is a brand new Windows server, so we don't have much application installed. For example, I want to add some access tool, say calculator, right? So we can press and hold it and drag to the start page, okay? And I can name the group. I can give a name, for example, tours, okay? Press enter, okay? Now we have the calculator here. Press and hold. Yeah, sorry. Can press one more here. Okay, so you can edit the start page, like put all the application or the tool you all usually use in the start page. Okay, keep going. To set up virtual memory. This step is a little bit important, especially for the student you don't have enough memory for the virtual machine. Because we may need more than one virtual machine running at the same time in the future, and if you have the limit memory space, this is very important. We call the virtual memory. Virtual memory is kind of like we use the hardware space to work as the temporary memory. It's kind of trade off the speed for space. Okay, so based on the Microsoft, they recommend we to set 1.5 times to 2 times of the actual memory as our virtual memory. How to set it? Let me show you. My virtual machine for this machine number 1, I give it 2 giga memory with 20 GB hard disk. So we go system, and then system info, and after that we choose advanced system setting. Here we can find out the system property. Advanced, we go performance. Let's put it here. Okay, so you can have the step by step. And we choose advanced one more time. The last one, virtual memory. Click change. So far, it's managed the virtual memory automatically, but I don't want it. I want to customize my virtual memory. Okay, 1.5 to 2 times, right? So we can set initial as 1.5 times of 2 giga and 2 times of the 2 giga. Okay, 3072. 3072. Yeah, sorry. And the 4096. If I press OK, okay, you can see, Lingchen, the total paging size is still 1142, right? We need to restart it. Why is still 1142? Because I didn't press the set. You can see it's still like this, right? So we should customize one more time. 72 and 4096. Don't forget to press what? Set. Okay, don't forget press set and press OK. You can see now the size has been changed. Don't forget press apply and OK. Okay, and OK. As always, it will ask you to restart PC to apply the change. Let's do it. At the same time, let's go to our slides. Keep going. Show the hidden file. Show the hidden file, we can change the options in the document. Okay, let me show you. So this is the document, File Explorer. Choose View, Options, and we can press, oh, maybe this is too small for you. Magnifier. Okay, over here. I pressed what? I pressed View, Options, and we go to View, and then show the hidden files. Okay, show the hidden files. I can show you some example. Maybe can give you some example. Maybe let's see desk C. Oh yes, by the way, you can see I give my virtual machine 20 GB capacity for the desk, and they already run out like 11, right? 11 GBs. So I suggest you to leave 20 GB desk for your Windows Server 2019. Okay. Let's keep going. Mm, maybe here. Any? Let me take a look. Also we can show the hidden item here. They're much easier. See, this you can see the colors are different, right? So this a little bit transparent color, which means a hidden file. Okay. If where is it? View, don't show it. It's gone. Okay, it's gone. All right. So keep going. System information. Also, we have two ways to show it. System information. One is under the administrative tool. One's using CMD. Let me show you how to get them. Click Windows Start. Administrative tool here. Windows administrative tool. Click that. And then we try to find out system information. Over here. Double click. That's our system information. Right. You can find out our system name, manufacturer. So this is not a real manufacturer, right? Because this is a virtual machine, right? If you check yours for the real PC, you should be like Dell, IBM, Asus, right? Microsoft, right? But this is a virtual machine, so VMware. Okay. I give it 2 core. You can see we have 2 core. And the BIOS and the rest setting, right? The memory and the virtual memory, right? And the virtual memory 1.5 times, right? 1.5 times. So 2 by 1.5 is like 3. Okay. This is one way to check the system information. The other way we can call the CMD. We can type down the system information. System info. Okay, INFO. That's it. You're gonna load the system information for you. Okay, same idea. Okay, you can find out all the system information, name of the PC, IP address, memory, all the basic settings you can find out here. Does it come with IP address? I didn't see it. Oh, I see here. Okay, that's our IP address, 120. Okay, it comes with the IP address. So keep going. Firewall setting. Sometimes we need our virtual machine to communicate with each other. For example, I have one virtual machine here. Let's say we want my PC to ping our virtual machine, right? To ping our virtual machine. Let's test it. Ping is the basic command to test connectivity. Okay. I remember my IP address is 44120, right? Let's double check. I remember it's 44120. Yes, 44120. Okay. So let's ping 192.168.44120. Request timeout, right? So we didn't get our result, which means from our host PC, I cannot connect to our guest PC. Okay, I can't connect to the guest PC. What should I do? So I should go to the firewall setting to allow this ping. How to, Lingchen? On the network and the internet setting, and roll down, find out Windows Firewall, and where's firewall setting? Sorry, this one blocked me. I can't see it. Here. Allow an app goes through the firewall, and then we roll down. We find out the file and the printer sharing. Okay, allowed both private and public IP address, press OK. Then let's go here. Okay, let's ping one more time. See, now we get the response. Okay, 100% succeed, right? No package lost, which means now we can ping. Okay, so this is the first way. But this is allow all the connections, right? All the file connection, file sharing, and the ping service. Let's shut it down. Okay, I don't want to be that wide open door. We want to specify. So I believe so far it's closed. Yes, you can see now the request timeout because we just shut it down. Okay, so we try to specify the firewall. How to specify the firewall engine? We can go to advanced setting for the firewall. For the inbound rule, we try to create. How to do that? Same idea, we go to the firewall. And then we choose the Windows firewall. Keep going. Advanced setting. Okay, advanced setting. Where is the title bar? Come here. Let's make it bigger. Okay, so inbound or outbound? Because we are trying to ping from our host to the guest. So if we stand on the perspective of the guest, that means inbound, right? Because from host to virtual machine to the guest, right? So we are sitting on the guest, which means inbound rule. Okay, inbound rule. So click inbound rule. We try to click the new rule. Okay, create a new rule. Okay, so create a new rule. We customize our rule. Let's go next. Apply to all the program. Yes, please. And the protocol we try to set. We try to get the IGMP or ICMP or IGMP. I think is I don't remember it's GP or MP. Let's try this. Okay, let's try the IGMP. Okay, let's try this first. If it doesn't work, let's try another one. To apply which IP address, all the IP address, and allow the connections. Okay, allow the connections. Right, that's our behavior we want. Apply when to apply the rule for all the domain private and public. Okay, let's try to give a name called ping. Finish. Now you can see we have a new rule here, right? Now you can see we have a new rule here, right? Green check, which means now it's applied. It's being active. So let's try to go here to ping. I may choose the wrong profile. Oh, sorry, wrong protocol. So let's try to change property. The protocols, ICMP. Let's try to play the ICMP. Okay, one more time. Now we get the response, right? Now we can get the response. Hey, Lin Chen, how can we make sure we get it from here? So we can keep getting the response. And then we can go to our guest. Oh, why we have so much ping here? Eh? Why we have so much ping here? Did I press anything? Let me try to shut it down first, okay? because it's not easy for me to control it. Okay, let me take a look. I have 4 here, so let's delete it. We don't want that much. Check it back. So this is our root we just create, right? How about we just disable it, right? If we disable it, okay, let's go back. See, now you can see the result as the request timeout because we just disabled this root, right? Then we enable it one more time. I believe we can get the response. Come on, give us some response. Okay, so keep going. Okay, now we get the response. All right, so this is the root we just create. Okay, this is the root we just create. And then keep going. The console. Console, we call it MMC. So the console, it is, oh yes, let me give you the magnifier. Oh yes, 2 times. So we run it and we type down the MMC for the console. Minimize this one. So here you can add all the snapping. Okay, for example, the service, counter service, device manager, desk management, all these tool you can find, okay, to add the console. For example, service, right? You can add the service, add to the snap in, and then press OK. Now you can find the service here. Okay, this is our service. Which one is running, which one has been stopped, right? So this is one way, okay, to call the service, like in the console. But in the console, we can have more than one tool or the application, okay? So do you want to save the change? I don't want to save the change. This is just a demo. Another way to call the service, we can just type it down, service.msc. Okay, so here we can also call out the service. Okay, call the service. Same idea as our Microsoft Firewall setting, right? Remember we just changed the inbound outbound route. So you may think about firewall like WF, right? Like the WF. Oh, sorry, FW, right? Firewall. But that's wrong. Okay, if you type the firewall FWMSC, you can find out they cannot find out any result. Instead of that, we should type down the Windows firewall, okay, .msc. Now you can go back to the advanced setting about the firewall, which is place we set the inbound outbound route. Okay, keep going. We're almost there. The last one, we try to play the add row and features. Okay, add row and feature. That's also the last one. Okay, stay with me. We're almost done. So in the server, okay, Windows Server, we use the server manager, like I said, our old friend, to enable the row and features. Okay, for example, today we try to enable a feature called the Telnet. Telnet is we use to access the PC remotely. Okay, access the remotely. So we choose go next. We choose the role-based, feature-based installation. And for which pool, okay, which pool you want to install, our server pool, just us, right? Our IP, our name, and our edition. Okay, edition, data center edition. Keep going down. So first one is choosing the role. Because for the telnet, this belongs to the feature. So we just skip that, go next. And the next one is feature, right? So we can roll down, find out Telnet client, right? Telnet client over here. How to test it? So we can call the CMD. For example, we can try to Telnet Amazon, right? Telnet Amazon. For example, we ping Amazon.ca. Yeah, sorry. .ca. Okay, so get the IP address of Amazon. Then we try to Telnet with the IP address 242, right? You can see Telnet is not recognized as the internal or external command because we don't have our Telnet feature yet, right? So once we install that, choose Telnet, press next, press install. Okay, give it some time. It's pretty fast, maybe just a couple seconds. It depends on the resource you give to your virtual machine. Okay. Okay, installation succeed. Now we press close. Let's turn it one more time. Okay. Now you can see now it's connecting. Okay. Now they can recognize this command. We can connect to the Amazon. Yes. So could not open these connections. Why? Because we don't have the access, of course, right? So this is just a demo about the enable the role, add role and features, okay, to the Windows Server 2029. All right. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something from this demo. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Okay. Thank you very much.